I think the things about artificial intelligence we brought up around, I'm really curious to see what you're hearing, because I think that cloud compliance and GPTfy have actually got a much more experience in this area than I have. So I'll hand it over to you to chat about that.
Absolutely. So the thing that I'm finding with a lot of financial services, and just in general with regulated sector customers, when we talk about AI, is twofold. On one hand, is this whole notion of where is this data getting processed? Which AI model am I using? Are they using it for training and things like that? So in the regulated sector, there is an overwhelming interest in a bring your own model type architecture. And GPTfy supports it, Salesforce supports it, of course. So you can use either one of them. And the reason it's so interesting to large enterprises in regulated sector is because they're trying to basically have one centralized AI infrastructure, typically running on one of the hyperscalers. So OpenAI on Azure, GCP or Anthropic on AWS or something like that. And their intention is that this centralized infrastructure sits under the direct scrutiny and security controls of their central IT. So they have an AI firewall there. They have retention rules around zero retention. They may have multiple instances of this AI to respect data residency and sovereignty laws, such as the one in Australia and Europe and other places. So the whole intention there is that we bring in a centralized AI capability, and then we let it be consumed from Salesforce through tools like Agentforce and GPTfy, and from other tools in the enterprise. The second part of this that is really in demand these days is around a security and trust layer. And the idea there is all pieces of information going out to an AI, even if you control it with a bring your own model, all of the PII, PHI, other kind of sensitive data is masked before it's sent over. So we've built a native security layer in GPTfy, and Agentforce has a native security layer. And a part of the reason is that we want all of those things to be masked before they're processed by AI. So an example is you're masking names, email address, social security, driver's license, phone numbers, things like that. So those are the two things that are happening today. The third that we are seeing, which is relatively newer, and I have some large FinServ customers and credit unions where this has come up, is the idea of semantic masking. And the challenge is, if you are masking data when it goes out, you can inherently change the meaning of that information that AI is processing. So AI's results may be compromised. An example may be that I'm trying to do an analysis of a case, and I want to know how much time passed between when the claim was reported versus when a claim was addressed, right? And if I'm doing masking on dates, I can change the value of this entire data that is being processed by LLMs, and then they may come back with an inaccurate result. So what we are doing at GPTfy is with a semantic masking approach, we are actually trying to change this data and mask it, but still keep it within those ranges so that the inherent meaning of the content and what the LLM needs to interpret it is not changed. So it's still not real data. It's still changed, but it maintains sequentiality and proportionality and things like that. And for anybody who's watching this, we'd love for you to come join us for this webinar. The details are enclosed in the link below, and it's going to be a great conversation. I know Doug in Platinum 7 has done a ton of work with regulated sector customers. We have been very fortunate to work with some of the largest enterprise customers in this space as well. And it'll be a great conversation. Bring your questions, your curiosity, and your skepticism. And we look forward to talking with you soon.